Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I believe that we've learned enough to start our calculator, but now we are still not yet there. Today, I want to introduce to you a way of organizing our program. Okay. Um, you see that there are a lot of things going in here. There is one process being done, another process being done, but on the same what on the same in the same file. Let me put it that way. Now remember that I also told you that packages were a way of or still are a way of controlling or managing our projects, right? So each package holds something that it does, right? Likewise, when you come into our class, we have a way of managing, okay, our class, okay, by grouping codes together to perform a particular action. Let's say I need to do my calculator, but I will need one portion of my code to do addition. I will need one portion of my code to do subtraction, the other to do multiplication, the other to do division, and maybe modules. And if we want to write all the code into this single main method, what happens or what will happen is that here will look clumsy. Well, inside the main method will be clumsy because we have codes flying from here to there, and it will not even be purposeful. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is this: in order for us to build a very good calculator or stuff, we must learn to group our codes together. Okay, pieces by pieces. We are grouping them by what they do. Okay, you have to call a speed, okay, and call a cut a cut. You have to call prototype prototype, okay, and call Winston Winston, something like that. So please, that's it. Okay, so the a way of grouping codes by the action they perform is what we call methods or functions. Okay, functions. Okay, functions. See, functions. In Java, we call it methods, but when you go to other programming languages like Visual Basic, C Sharp, they call it functions. It doesn't matter. The whole thing is that it's a group of code that performs a particular function. Okay, we have seen methods here. We've used methods already, but we don't know how to use methods. Okay. Now, this is what you're going to do. I want to create a new class. I'll call it methods. Remember I told you that the main method is used to run your application, right? Now, apart from the main method, you can create your own hot methods. Public, static, void, let's say addition. Okay, so let's see. Let's put some codes here. the best way for me to explain is to do the thing for you to see. Okay, sm dot out dot print line, and I put I'll go here. Now remember I told you that the method, this main method is used to run the application, and without the main method being, without the main method existing, um, without the method called main existing, the application will not be seen as a runnable file, right? So now, since the main method is existing, that means whenever we run this application, we must see that this argo has to be printed because the main method is existing. So let's see what is correct. Right click and run. Oh, nothing is printed here. We are getting no errors. How is it possible? Huh. Pause the video and see if you can find a solution. Okay. I believe that you have tried your best, maybe gone over the internet and try to find your answer. It's very simple. You see, from what you said, the program, I should have put that the program begins to execute at the main method. Okay. So we can have a list of methods here. Okay, I call this one subtraction, this one for division, and this one for multiplication. Multip, I like multip. Okay, so that's it. We can have a list of methods here. Okay, but if nothing is within this particular main, then none of the codes we have here will be what operated, will be run. Okay, now I think I showed you the meaning of all this. Okay, the meaning of this, of how to create a method. That public is stand for an access modifier. Static is, I showed you static is the data type. I mean, the from the book that I read, okay, I didn't get right the explanation, but what I learned was that it says the static means that a particular method is available so far as the class is still available. Okay, it's like session in PHP, something like that. Maybe I don't know, but I hope it is. Okay, now um, in order for us to get this the codes inside the addition method, okay, to be outputted, and all this to be outputted, we need to call the name of the method of this method, okay, which is addition inside the main, and then we terminate with a semicolon like this. Now when we print, we should see Agui as printed here. Why? The reason why is because now this main method has been called inside, this addition method has been called inside the main method. So the program is executing from the main method. Okay, so now anything that is here will be executed. So this is the way it works. And when the computer is running the application, it finds the main method. Okay, and how does it know it's a method? It knows that it's a method by these two things. Okay, by the opening and closing the stuff. The parenthesis or a parenthesis, so it finds them. Okay, after it has found it, it's bracket, not parenthesis, bracket. So after it has found that this is a method, then it locates the method. Okay, it locates the method inside a particular class, or if the method is existing in a different class, we shall learn that one later. So if the method is existing there, then it looks at the content inside a particular method and outputs them. Okay, let's do this. Addition agoyase. I got it. Sub agoyase. Div agoyase. And mol agoyase. Okay, so now the reason I've done this is because I like you to see the difference. Now, when you run the application, addition agoyase has been printed. So now I want you to call all these methods, okay, inside of the main method. So sub. So now we can see that we have addition agoyase, sub agoyase, div agoyase, and move agoyase. The reason being that when we called the methods, the sub methods into our main method, what happened was that this line will be executed first. When it's executing, it will realize that this is a method, name of a method. Then it goes into our code and finds that particular method, starting from its border, from the first opening curly brace to the last curly brace. That's the boundary for this particular method. So it looks for this particular method and executes every code that exists in there. In our case, have only a single instruction, which is what print addition and go over here. So after it's done, after it's come to the end over here, then it goes back and find the next item in the main method, okay, which is the sub method. Then it jumps, locates, prints, then goes back after the end, find this, and locate it, work, then come back after the end of this, then come to the next one, locate it, execute, come to the end of it, then jumps back. But if no code exists, then that becomes the end of your application. So I hope you've understood how to create new methods into your application.